Yo, just got this question from a fellow David on Instagram, so I thought I'd just reply with a video because I find if I can help one person with the solution, I reckon there's 10 more people that want to find the same solution. So his question was, where do you sort of see the future with your business? What are you doing to adapt with the sort of effects to our business, and also about hiring people? So how do you sort of get good talent within your business, and how do you attract that? So the part one of that question is, I 100% know, and I spoke openly on a podcast, that artificial intelligence is 100% coming for every single job. So it's not like everyone's going to lose their job, but it's more just like, we won't need 10 quantity surveyors to do our job. We'll only need 2 or 3. And then we'll just be using so many softwares and apps that, yeah, two to 3 people can do the outwork or the output that 10 people could now. So for us personally at RapidQS, that's why we've gone so heavy on personal brand and content. So 2 parts again there. Content, I want to build up the biggest social media following on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, Facebook for what we do in our space. So whenever you think construction or anything building or materials or training within construction, I want people to think of RapidQS. So essentially over time, right now we're doing so many QS reports. Next year we might do a little bit less, but we start to pick up a bit more consulting, maybe some podcast revenue and some advertising. And then year 3, the spreadsheets might drop down again, but then we're growing a bigger brand on same thing, consulting, advertising, and how we can build up our podcasts. So for us right now, like, we're looking at subscription-based AI app stuff. We're looking at creating an app, creating a bit of a software where builders can upload all their plans and price their own projects within RapidQS. So instead of paying us a one-off fee, they'll pay us like a monthly fee, and then we'll have a hub where we keep all of their data, and then they can price jobs within our system and we design the app. Now obviously we've got to invest $100,000, $200,000 to get all this off the ground, but if we don't move with the time, we can almost guarantee our competition is going to be doing something similar. So right now we're looking at how do we beat our competition, but we're not to be honest, we're not too worried about competition. Because we market so heavy and we've got the brand and we've got a following, we know that as soon as we launch something, people trust us, they know the brand, and they know that they're in good hands. So part 2 to this question, personal brand. As you can imagine, David Baker, I'm starting to do a lot of personal brand content. The biggest thing I've seen with all the influencers, shit, it's a good day in Auckland. All the stuff with influencers is they are a lot bigger than their brand. Now, what I've forgotten in the last 3 years is I haven't grown my personal brand as fast as I've grown my business. I've literally just focused on my business and thought that's what it's important. But now that I want to make my brand a business, I'm thinking I've got to pull away from being David as RapidQS, but David has RapidQS, the plumbing, the podcast, he loves tennis and he loves coffee. So that's why I'm spending so much time, e.g. last week, a whole week with all the boys in Lombok, Indonesia, and we wanted to go there and just get everyone together and figure out what other avenues can we do to diversify the David Baker brand. So we've got teams in the plumbing, teams in the personal stuff, teams in RapidQS, teams in the app development. How do we get into the tennis space? So that's something that I'm like really passionate about, because I know if I'm thinking with my 5-year hat on, thinking with my 5-year, sorry, Brennan, cut this bit out. Thinking with my 5-year hat, I'm just thinking long term, RapidQS won't be here. So I've got to start diversifying my time, my energy, and profit from RapidQS into my personal brand, which will bring other opportunities. So the part 2 of that question, sorry, it was quite a long one. David said, how do you attract talent? So for us, I find because we have a good personal brand, we get people hitting us up all the time. Like I posted a video the other day about how we're going to launch to the UK. I had 3 QSs straight away reach out and say, hey man, we're willing to help. We're contractors. If you want any help with setting up your spreadsheets, your templates, let us know. And these guys off the bat are willing to help, and they're going to help us price. Now, they might not be the perfect candidates, but they've seen what we do. They know how we work. So they know we work to tight deadlines. We work weekends. They get paid well, and we work remotely. So those things they already know. So we don't have to go out to traditional platforms like TradeMe, Seek, LinkedIn, which charge huge fees. I just went on TradeMe the other day, and it was $890 to promote a gold job advertisement for 4 weeks, which is absolutely insane. So our biggest one is, personal example. I had a PA at the end of last year. Fantastic girl, great at what she does, super, super smart. Not the right fit for me personally. Too like contractual, wanted weekends off, etc., etc. Now I'm very fortunate to have Brendan back with me, who's unreal. mad attitude, wants to grow, wants to get good at his business, doesn't mind putting in the hours. So, Paris was still good. Everyone, sorry, cut the names. Person one was very, very good, but just had, different motives to me, probably wanted to be in a corporate environment. Person two doesn't mind working all the time, knows that there's going to be benefits with this role, works around the clock, loves getting shit done, and we're both sort of, similar, somewhat of the similar age, 5 years apart, but both on the same trajectory. So I just feel using social media, we're already paying to be on, paying for podcasts, paying for reels to be made, paying for content, we're gaining followers. That's our best way of hiring. So if you have a service-based business or any type of business, start posting more stuff about your business, your day-to-day, your personal life, and you'll naturally attract the right people. Like if I went out now and said we need a social media manager, we need someone that's keen to hustle, they already know what we do, we save so much time on potentially training staff, they know what style of content we do, they know that we work around the clock, they know that we clip up messages from other people out of the inbox, put that on the stories, and then the best engaging post we post to the grid, and then that gets more traction. So people know that by building a personal brand. So I think when it comes to hiring, any company that's not monetizing personal brand, you're wasting out on so much, and you could be attracting so much good talent by showcasing that you do cool stuff. People get on board with your mission. Like everyone at David Baker knows, I'm trying to grow the $10 million brand. So they know that we're heavy investment, we work hard, and there's like a long-term longevity there for the job, So I just think as you keep growing your personal brand and your social media, recruitment just becomes a machine. Like you'll constantly have people coming into the system and you're not paying $900 a freaking pop on Trade Me, which is extortionate, by the way. So shout out Dave for asking that question. Let me know if you found that video important. Literally just around the expansion of the David Baker brand and how we recruit, and it all comes back to social media. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed that video and anything you want to hear tips on business and my journey. Shout out.